Whether picking peppers, counting cucumbers, or tasting tomatoes, fresh organic produce is sweeping America. But for many low-income Americans, organic produce is either too expensive or not available in their neighborhoods. Instead, they rely on convenience food. A recent study in the American Journal of Public Health found that 35% of low-income 3-year-olds were overweight or obese, more than 3 times the national average. Separate studies have shown that people living in urban sprawls have higher rates of unhealthy eating. Researchers believe this is due to a lack of access to affordable, healthy food choices.
Definitely. It seems like people often think that ecologically friendly produce is somehow only available to the elite. But obviously, if we want sustainability in our agriculture, then we have to find a way to serve everybody, not just wealthy people.
Carrie Vaughn is the vegetable production manager at Claggett Farm, which was made into a CSA through a partnership between the Capital Area Food Bank and Chesapeake Bay Foundation. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture, and the farm shares some of its harvest with the Capital Area Food Bank in D.C.
Some of that we sell half price to people who live at or below the poverty level, and some of that we donate to soup kitchens and homeless shelters in the area. And we also have people who work for their produce.
Our harvest days are quite different, but on an average day, we'd get here at 8 and then maybe have a quick check-in amongst the staff to see what to get started on, and then there's a few chores that need to get done, like feeding the chickens and watering the greenhouse, maybe cleaning up a little bit, and then we'll just go ahead and get started on whatever it might be. Could be weeding, mulching, twining tomatoes. Often one of us will have to get on the tractor to get some of the fields prepared for planting or for cultivating. On harvest days, we get here at 7:30, and again, we'll have made a harvest plan already, and we'll get straight to work as soon as we can because they're really busy days. My name is Kristen. This is my 3rd season at Claggett Farm. I'm full-time this year. We grow over 50 different kinds of vegetables and fruits, so there's a lot. Summer squash and cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, chilies, beans, peas. We have strawberries. I guess watermelon, strawberries, cantaloupes is the main fruit that we have. Those sunflowers were actually part of our cover crop mix last year, and they've reseeded themselves, and we'll harvest them sometimes and put them in the CSA share, and then folks are always welcome to pick whatever flowers they see on the farm themselves as part of being a shareholder.
Another reason Claggett Farm is so popular is due to recent food poisoning outbreaks making headlines.
We get more publicity when there's a big food scare. A lot of people suddenly want to have local produce. So, for example, right now, everybody is worried about the green chilies that they get at the supermarket because they might have salmonella. So we get a lot more people who want our green chilies. Well, we get a lot of families with young kids because they're concerned about the food that they're feeding their kids, and they also like the opportunity to come to the farm and introduce kids to growing things and where their food comes from.
Chava Galore is a Claggett Farm regular, often bringing her children as she picks up her week's vegetables.
I come out here and my son is picking the herbs and he's asking what flower is this, what herb, do you want to try it in our salad? So all of a sudden my son now knows where things are coming from. We picked about 4 different types of basil, different peppers, mints, garlic, and then we picked up our hot peppers, green peppers, corn, tomatoes, cucumber. In terms of cooking, I'm looking forward to doing something with tomatoes to make a big ratatouille or something.
For a lot of people who can't grow their own food, this is the closest they can come to having a really local source of food, as opposed to just getting produce from California or Chile or anywhere else. We sell 60% of what we grow at full price, and that pays for about 85% of our total budget. So if we sold all of our produce at full price, or even maybe say if we sold 70% of what we grew at full price, then we could easily pay for our expenses and make a profit. We've gone through a number of droughts and some really difficult years with the weather, and if we did not have the reliable support from our community the way we have through the CSA, we would have failed as a farm a long time ago. We definitely welcome competition. It's sad for us to have to turn away so many customers every year.